Taking a look at the trade today, Cobra 3, even the NASDAQ stopped out. We had one big trade this week, kind of a break-even trade here, stopped out, big trade, stopped out. And so the trade on Wednesday was plus 25.35. I want to point out the propping up action that continues to happen that makes this so challenging. You see here on Monday, sell off at noon, prop it up, prop it up, prop it up, prop it up. And then the truth happens, sell off. And then at the end of the day, another little sell off, then prop up, prop up, prop up yesterday. And then roll over, gap down. And here we are again, chop, 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 chop. No extension on the day, constant propping. This started last Monday, sell off, and then the entire rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, traded right in this range, right here approximately. So just chop. And so it reminds me of a pattern that you see in the market. Sometimes if you wanted to model a pattern on the upside, it might go like this. It slowly builds, and then it does that. It goes parabolic. And on the downside, it's something that looks like this. And so you see patterns that slowly accelerate one way, and they're trying to prop it up. You know, you don't know what the Fed, what role the Fed has in this, but it's definitely helpful to know that the Fed's behind you. Whether they are or not, I don't know what the latest Fed balance sheet is and where they stand coming into an election, but you know, the downtrend has been so choppy, it's hard to make money on the long or short side. So let's look at the weekly results. So Wednesday's big trade puts us up 525, and on the month we are minus 350. So here it is, 52.30 going back 7 months, 72.20 drawdown, and here is the choppy equity curve that we've had. Pandemic has been challenging, some new patterns are unfolding, and we're looking for some resolution there. Let's look at the rest of the trades on the day so far. We have an hour and a half, and I'm going to go ahead and do the daily report right now. None of the SR counter trend NQs are trading. Tick count trend NQ 2020 has had a short stopped out, a short, plus 525 on the day on 2 for 3 trades. AT 2020 hit that break-even stop. Sometimes these break-even stops are prohibitive. It would have been a nice trade. You see that coming right back to that break-even stop, and it doesn't trade much higher than that, and then it goes back into the trend. So that's the NASDAQ. So 1, 2, 3 trades on NASDAQ, and then gap continuation. We talked about the big stop loss on this, or using the $700 stop loss version of this. This just got absolutely, this is in the stock index and gold portfolio. It's not in most of the other portfolios. You have it if you have the All Strategy Access, but it's down 22.75 today. Let's see, we had 7 losses on this. Very brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so that's just the result of the propping up. And so one of the things that losing streaks can give you is some insight on how to trade this better. One thing we can do potentially on the shorts and the longs, we saw this on the long and the short side with all this choppiness, is to try to get in at the exit price and set the profit target for the entry price. So you're not shorting there, you're shorting on a move higher, and then exit with a $300 profit target, shorting at a move higher, $300 profit target, move higher, $300 profit target when these conditions are met. Hard to program. It's not easy to program that, but that's something that makes you think, kind of like the trend is down, we short the rallies instead of just the automatic breakdown. It's so hard to just short the breakout in the NASDAQ because it just constantly bounces, especially with a $300 stop loss. The $700 stop loss version also has gotten stopped out this week too, so just a sign of how choppy this week is. Really challenging going to the election. Looking forward to the election being over. Monday starts a new month, and we are in drawdowns, so October has not turned out to be as good as we had hoped it to be. Going into this election, there's more heightened, probably more heightened nervousness than probably any election ever, based on social unrest and not knowing the outcome and riots. I don't know what will happen. It'd be difficult to predict. Gap fill master plus 175 on the day, small profit target there. I I traded this. I got 3 ticks of slippage on the entry, and I got 3 ticks of slippage in my favor on the exit. And so I still got 4 points, no slippage, even though there was 3 ticks on the entry. I got three ticks better on the exit. Such a fast market. So cover 3 ES is actually short today. Actually staying in this trade, and you see that trade going. So nice trade in Cobra 3. Adaptive moving average down a little bit on the day. This market just won't break down. It should. This market should break down in a big way, in my opinion, at this point as we go into Friday. And almost looks like a topping pattern in this market. Will we retest the March lows after the election with a lot of uncertainty? Who knows? 60-minute breakout short. Let's see, after hours also traded minus 725. 60-minute. If you wonder why these charts look different, this is the 24-hour session, and this is the day session right here. So something like this will only show 8:30 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Central Time, or 9:30 to 4:15 Eastern Time. Adaptive moving average, it is minus 262.50. Has several losers, winners losing streaks going here. You see the chop. You see this midday chop. If we do any selling, it just chops the rest of the day. But looking for some selling as we go into Friday, going into the weekend. Pandemic, pre-election, 60-minute breakout short. It's catching some moves lately. This thing is moving a little bit higher. We had a rough start. We wanted to develop a strategy to take the short trades, but it's pretty choppy equity curve. But I think that this could do well if this market does sell off pretty hard. And so, challenging day. Crude oil, Cobra crude minus 35 on the aggressive version. Natural gas, no trades. RBOB, no trades. Gold was a rough day. This SR counter trend. It's not a bad strategy when you backtest it. Just since the pandemic, this pattern, I was looking at some further history. Since the pandemic, the patterns seem to have changed. And so you don't know if that's such a temporary change or permanent, but SR counter trends have struggled. Since the pandemic, though, they're more instant V moves instead of accelerating wave moves that are more, you can anticipate them better. But SR counter trend gold, they all lost. We have the 15-minute didn't trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that lost today. So that was a down day in that. Silver, no trades in silver. Soybeans, no trades. Supported that 1050 like we said, but not a big move. Euro, initially a big move higher, pulling back to 116.50, minus 387.50 on the day. And so those are the trades on the day. We have an hour and a half left. Getting a little bit of momentum to the downside. We'll see if these lows get broken down, if they try to support it at those lows again. Short to, right now we're just short to strategies, Cobra 3, and adaptive moving average and 60-minute breakouts. Short could get short as well on a further move down. So we could see some accelerated selling into the close to bring us back a little bit. Bring back some of the losses on the day. So we will look for that to see if there's further selling on a Friday afternoon before an election week and increasing pandemic numbers, or if they prop it up once again.